This is your Nostrovini. This is a basic evaluation of the latest and the greatest of the news. End of the bromides. As Caesar Marxist Mayor was making a little nicey nice with our emperor, Mr. Trump, trying to give a favor the man who rules the world through God's divine intervention. Now, that the commie thought he could use his phony commie charm against the man, the populace, the love, the true love of the world, Mr. Donald Trump. Of course, Mr. Trump mesmerized the commie. The commie is dealing with the ultimate snake oil, sir. But his snake oil, Trumpies, to read commies is Buma Zuma, whatever the hell his name is. The artificial con that costs a lot of lives and fortune. Now, Mr. Trump is bringing back old-fashioned imperialism. Going to see Denmark. And the 3.5 guys from the NATO that they're bringing in to defend NATO against invasion being effective. Also, it's made the Denmarkians and Icelanders nervous. They're huffing and puffing. They're smoking with their bad habits. Mr. Trump never smoked or drank. He is without sin. Of that nature. What is going on? What has happened? Fine. Free time. Free time. Yes. Iran is overthrowing its maniacal, anti-American, anti-democracy government. I only hope we intervene successfully. There'll be boulevards named after Trump, statues of Trump in Iran. Imagine. And there'll be freedom and love for America throughout Iran. Never happen. For America is the beacon of freedom and free enterprise. It seems to me that liberalism, Mr. Fauci, is responsible for the pandemic. It's the great allies, the Red Chinese, did it in their lab in the middle of the Wuhan lab. Oh, yeah, it's true. Colchester. Yeah, it's the madman in the court who stabbed another man, who beat a woman in the face. Oh, I don't refer to one particular case. I mean, all the time. Liberals don't define crime. Crime defines the liberal. What is crime? They want to impose their psychotic, evil, satanic system upon the world. Christendom must grow teeth in order to battle them. It's the only way. But sometimes the forces of the right go too far. For instance, a conservative politician wants to discourage sin by taxing strippers. I believe that strippers are public servants. They make nerdy men happy. They make good-looking men happy. They make all men happy. And some lesbians. They have a new thing in which you would wear the blinds when meeting somebody to smell them. And you can hear their voice. We would think indeed. We need this. So some of us are not as aesthetically attractive. or we're rather elderly. There's a great prejudice against elderly people in this country, especially men. Women get plenty of commercials, and we're this and we're that. Commercials on TV about men, especially older men, businessmen. They're seen as criminals when fishing. We all know men of a certain age. So, yeah. Love is blind decoy. It's a lot of wild decoy. Duck coy. Ah, the coy duck, where she was trying to say that men could have pregnancy, avoiding the fact that you'd find men and female with who can have the babies. And until science gets gross enough that you can artificially insert a womb into a man, that is a woman, and a man can never be. You just have one male and female. Yes, sirree. Wolf of chaos. Yes, of the left is great. What they're doing to this land is filled with hate. Marxist of Chapinova, Minneapolis. We should have not only our federal FBI troops there, but bringing some of the men of this January 6th movement. They will match those street fighting communists pound for pound. I mean, pounding. Communists, watch out. The days in the solar age, or you'll be on the run pretty soon. Unrepentant. Christians print, and Christians forgive. Unrepentant are those who supported murder for the great man of history, Charlie Kirk. Charlie was the man. He faced the dragon bit. For liberalism and the left is truly evil. They're a cancer upon the plight of the world. Oh, they used to be guys, but when demonic Democrats, and the only thing that is keeping them in check is God. So get on they don't believe in God because they know the God of wrath is upon them. Yes, but they offer certain things, like public restaurants for 20 million a shot, or, or restaurants. No, they want to have public bathrooms, grocery stores that'll cost 20 million each. And wherever they have been, they found bankruptcy. As communists tend to do when they're not killing people. Yeah, but I think tone earthquake is happening all across the land. Trumpism is triumphing. It is not confined to one nation. It is happening in Chile, Argentina, and Venezuela. Get on the Trump bandwagon. Get on it, I say yes. Get it on that Trump bandwagon, son. It's gonna make the commies a mess. And be me. Yes. The world is going to be a nice place from now on. Communists can only do theater. It comes down to the reality by the children of the right, by the awakened. Now there was a man, Gilbert, that was his cartoon. The left, of course, celebrated his death. They can't disagree with people politically. They come out with their hate because they're insecure, because they've had rough lives, I guess, or just hateful from birth. Out of the womb, that is soon to have happened spiritually, psychologically, and hopefully not physically. Can do this peaceful and defeat the left's monsters. It's true. The Democrats are thinky, the bad people, you see. They want to do us all in and kill electrically. It's not good. You're a bad person. Democrats, stop being a bad person. Why I do this? Track and feeling. The women's, the good women's, the true women's who want equal rights and to have their space defeated the evil transgender movement. They're supposed to basically the guys for the most part who want to cross dress. The drag queens of the world will drag us into hell if we let them. You know what happens? Times Square things when people steal people, the liberals redefine stabbing as being poked a little bit. That's not right. That's bad. That's very bad. Oh, I wish for the days of the Gipper. He was so polite, but I love my Donald Trump, even though I love Donald Reagan. Liberals on the run. Soon there'll be no fun. They won't be able to call us fascists, because they'll all be in the ocean islands. Yes. Put a liberal in a cold place. Jeszcze strzeli do Mississippi. Hey, honey, this is a foot race between the people of the right and left. Helen Billy, and they own the Marxist own the Mexican New York Times. It's a Marxist newspaper. People don't realize that because we think that's reality. They won't report the fact that they'll say the obscure picture where somebody, Epstein, got in the way of a camera in Donnie, and they'll say, look how close they were. But they won't show the places that Bill was on the island itself and in the hot tub. Bill is the pervert. Bill is the man who hangs out with pedophiles. Donny Boy has always waited till they turned 18. Donny Boy is that kind of man. Reality rules. See, the second coming won't be a Christ, it will be the Old Testament God. Unfortunately, he kills the innocent along with Eve. Because I'm innocent, you know? I might be killed. But please, Lord, let me see the liberal dragon killed first. Ah, anti-ice. Slay the rhetoric when they called them Gestapo and Nazi. Fascist. Secret police has to stop. Well, it's going to stop as soon as we arrest the governor. Stop. That's so heavy to your tongue. And that'll fix everything. That will fix things. Yes, indeed. Fix-a-rooney or yes-a-ree. Liberals really thought they were going to win. And they almost did. something as bankrupt as their concept can be could win is really horrifying. Never underestimate evil. Recommended. Recommended. Never. Ivan. Ivan looks at what Trump has done. By taking over Venezuela, he's cut the Cubans off from oil. Cut off. And by taking out Iran, they cut the Russians off. The Russians won't be able to subsidize their war machine into Ukraine, therefore will lose. China will lose oil from Venezuela, which they need. It takes them a limited time. Not enough forever wars, but pitched battles. It'll take a while, but they will lose. Dog made me. A woman saw a child. That child, that dog, was given over to the parents because the woman, the actress, didn't want her child to be bitten. But it was a humane thing, giving it over to the parents. All of a sudden, these crazed animal lovers said, "No, you're wrong. You should never have animals." A lot of crazy fucking people in the world. Language. Ah, maybe somebody should do a peace offering. Like the woman who won the Nobel Peace Prize to Donnie Tyree. She was going to give him a Peace Prize. Even though he did say to her, she's not popular enough to rule Venezuela. Now, I don't believe you. I think that was just floating around in his brain. Oh, he has a big brain. Oh, I said, Donnie, boy, doesn't have a big brain. He just says what's on his mind at a given moment. Whatever's they going on. Sometimes it mystifies me. Uh, one of their big things was, oh, just plastic. Doesn't preserve us, it kills us. We have plenty of in our system. But just think about this. We live much longer than our forefathers. Maybe we're being preserved by plastic. Van Brutus. Van Brutus? And this were the brutes. They, the liberals, the Marxists, the socialists, and the radical feminists, are protecting pedophiles, criminals, drug pushers from being picked up by ICE. In God's name, it is so clear who are the good guys and who are the bad guys in the situation. The people who celebrated Kirk's the greatest man in history, or one of the greatest impact in history. Kirk, along with Trump and Elon Musk, the holy trinity of today, will have the greatest impact on the history of the world. Spiritually with Kirk, monetarily with, and the combination of the two who is being led by the hand of God, Mr. Donald Trump. Now, the Denmarkians are saying that Iceland is not for sale. It will be ours, I say. Name of American imperialism. It's the Donnie Doctrine. Either that, or the whole world is in store for a house of pain. Oh no, I'm gonna turn this off. Maria, Maria, Maria. I've just met a girl named Maria.